Good morning, y'all. It's raining. And it's Wednesday. I just was, because we're having this rain, we had some, I think, last night. But I was thinking about people who live in places like a lot of y'all do. Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maine, my place of birth. So I was thinking about y'all, and you know how you have to be prepared in the wintertime. You have to have extra food. You have to make sure if you use a wood stove, you've got plenty of wood. Not very many people do that anymore. Off-grid people, maybe. People out in the country. You have to make sure that you have supplies. Your electric could go out and be out for a while. Even your gas. So you have to have all these things kind of stockpiled. Food, water. You want to make sure if you take any medication, you have plenty of that for a week. So when I was thinking about that, and I'm sure that I talked about this before, probably quite a while ago. So if this is a rerun, feel free not to watch it. But when I was little, I think, I can't remember how old I was, but we lived, my mother and my stepdad, that she had married fairly recently, we lived in a small, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 units, maybe 9, I'm not sure, but it was small. And nobody's door had a direct outside access. You would go in this door, and then the people on the bottom floor went this way into their apartments, and those of us who lived upstairs went up this little narrow staircase to our apartments. Well, I remember that winter. We got snowed in our building. The people downstairs could not get out. The snowstorm, the blizzard that we had, piled the snow up almost level with the upstairs windows. We could not get out, y'all. The fire department had to come and take us out of there. And then we went to my aunt's house, and then they had to use the snow plows and whatever other equipment it was to get all of that snow away from the building. Now, because my little brother and I were children, we thought that was amazing. Number one, we didn't have to go to school for about 2 or 3 days. It's crazy how when you're a kid, things affect you so differently. It's wild. Now, we moved, my stepdad got transferred to Texas, and so we lived there for several years, and we had horny toads. I was scared to death of them. And also, I believe it was tornadoes. So just about everywhere you live has some kind of, they call natural disaster. Well, horny toads were a national disaster for me. But anyway, I just thought I would tell y'all about that and how crazy it was, and how ridiculous it was that we could not wear pants to school. We could wear them under our dresses and skirts, but as soon as we got to school, we had to take them off. And y'all remember, that was the time of mini skirts that barely covered your bottom. And of course the go-go boots that went with them, and the fishnet stockings. My grandmother sewed my clothes when I was in the 7th grade, and I want y'all to know I was on the cutting edge. My mother used to have such a fit because my grandmother would make me those itty-bitty little skirts. And my mother would not buy me the fishnet hose, so my grandmother did. Can you imagine? It's your grandmother promoting that type of dress, but she did, and I loved her for it. Anyway, y'all, that's it. I'm having to take one more countertop back. It appears that it was not the long wall countertop that was cut off too short. It was the short wall. So now I have to get that replacement. Y'all, I'm really tired of all these, you know, return things. But anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for staying with me. And by this evening, we're going to have a lot done in the kitchen. And I can't wait to make that video. Do something fun today. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.